As the sun sets over the city of Greensboro, North Carolina, the capacity crowds begin to filter into the Greensboro Coliseum to witness the opening game of the 50th Atlantic Coast Conference Basketball Tournament. What pageantry, what tradition, what excellence in basketball this Atlantic Coast Conference has drawn since 1954. But this 50th annual tournament should be the best of all.
Florida State. Let's go, Clemson! Wake Forest is number one! Go, Devils! We always number one. Go, Jackets! Go, Pack!
This is the type of league tournament that every other conference wants to copy, and they can't. They come close maybe, but they can't because this is the best.
It's got a rich tradition. It's exciting for everybody, coaches, players, and most of all, fans.
For 5 decades, the Atlantic Coast Conference has served as a rite of passage from winter to spring, from the regular season to the postseason, and from calmness to complete and utter insanity. It's caused its share of headaches, heartaches, and next-day stomach aches.
Got it doctored up just right.
But most of all, the ACC Tournament has been a forum for pure competitive sport.
Pass in low to Bosh. What a pass, and Bosh jams it.
Played at the highest level. In front of passionate.
Go, Devils! Let's go!
Insightful and very loud fans.
The fans are incredible. And it's got I shouldn't hesitate to say, almost an innocence to it that's lost sometimes with fandom. And, you know, it's almost like a high school tournament, and there's tremendous passion and tremendous interest and rooting.
And nowhere does the madness rock the house like it does in the Greensboro Coliseum. Home of 17 ACC tournaments in its 50-year history. The beauty of opening night at the ACC Tournament is the feeling of a possibility. A clean slate for all teams. Anything can happen.
Tomahawk dunk.
And often it does.
I think's gonna win tonight?
Tigers. Florida State, because they're great people.
During a wild and unpredictable ACC regular season, both Florida State and Clemson had beaten higher-ranked conference teams. Their matchup in the first-round game Thursday night was bound to be close.
Come on, start quick. We're about 5 minutes away from tip-off in this opening round game of the 50th Annual Atlantic Coast Conference Basketball Tournament.
Ball man into the air, knocked away, and it is going to be won by Mike Joyner, diving for the loose ball. He's got it as a tie-up and a possession arrow points to Clemson.
Sure enough, the Seminoles and Tigers played a tight and competitive first half. FSU swung out in front with a couple of jams.
Johnson gets it off, and Matthews comes down through there.
And even some finesse.
Yeah, they turn around, jumper, Pickett drills it for 2.
But the Tigers crawled back and then surged ahead.
Scott, hesitation dribble, puts up the shot that counts, and he's hammered by Nate Harvey. We got a hill to climb. 36-28 is your halftime score.
Your FSU coach, Leonard Hamilton, and your team is losing at halftime. What do you tell your guys?
We just insisted that they do what we had in our game plan, to play sound, fundamentally defensively, and continue to keep playing hard, execute on the offensive end, and take good shots.
Sounds simple enough, and the Seminoles did what they were told.
Harvey shoved off the block, shoves into a following tip. Pickett. His floater's gonna go.
Richardson, he'll go inside, lay it up, it's good.
Pickett in transition, ball fake, drives toward the hoop, dishes to the wing, no foul, shot taken, Nate Johnson, bullseye 3, and the Noles are within 1 now. Popping out out to the point. Anthony Richardson, left side wing, distributes. Here's a jump shot, 3 ball from the corner. Hit, double kisses off the iron and drops. Nate Johnson's got 2 in a row. Noles take the lead at 38-37. Pickett fights through a screen and got to it. Top of the circle, Ed Scott, 3-point shot launched. It's off the mark. The rebound is collected by Florida State.
Clemson, in the meantime, had spiraled from red hot to ice cold.
7 on the shot clock. Ed's going to put up a 3. Rolls off no good.
Richardson ball fake, almost traveled. Pickett, turn around, 3-point shot. Pickett bobs away, Dream baby. 3-point shot, Pickett. It's 48-37. We're up 11 points with 13:34 to go. Down the court, Pickett. Showtime, Teddy. Slam dunk, 59-51.
With the help of an inspired performance by Tim Pickett, the Noles slammed the door on Clemson's season. But Florida State was alive and well and ready for Wake. Friday at the ACC Tournament, the Coliseum will be sizzling with 4 heated games. And there's a sizzle outside, too.
Well, we start off every morning with bacon and eggs and grits and traditional Southern breakfast. And tomorrow night's seafood night. We'll have some oysters Rockefeller, some sauteed shrimp and scallops, and various seafood entrees. But today is rib day.
I see the menu's been eaten up a little bit.
A little bit.
Oh,
Subway,
yeah.
shrimp, chips and dip,
We had
beer.
some deli sandwiches and some homemade goodies here, and lots of good fruit. You hungry?
2 great ACC tournament traditions, reunions.
We come every year. I live in Florida and she lives in Maryland, and we meet here. We meet at the ACC Tournament every year.
This is what it's all about. Basketball, ACC. We bring Carolina fans, Duke fans, State fans, we're all here.
And predictions.
I think this tournament could go any way. I think any team, if they actually showed up to play, any team could actually win this.
So what's it going to take this year?
We're going to win the tournament, and then we're going to the dance.
How about them little terrapins? Yeah, they're going to be crawling.
It's Wolfpack time.
Well, a great tournament will be coming down to a Carolina-Duke final and Carolina winning.
From the Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina, it's the 50th anniversary of the ACC Tournament. Throttled up today for the quarterfinals. 4 games on tap. Jump-started in Game 1 of the day as top-seeded Wake Forest, the regular season champion, squares off with Florida State.
Picked to finish 6th in the ACC, the Demon Deacons stunned the conference by winning the regular season title. Thanks in no small part to the stunning play of their senior All-American, Josh Howard.
He's our lion. I mean, I say all the time, a general would rather face an army of lions led by a lamb than an army of lambs led by a lion, and he's our lion. And even when he doesn't make shots, he's a tremendous leader. And again, we'd be lost without him.
Even with Howard, Wake Forest seemed a little lost in the beginning moments of their game with Florida State. Meanwhile, the Seminoles looked nothing like a team that had finished 9th in the regular season.
Joyner open 3, launches from the corner. There's a bullseye we've been looking for. Driving baseline, Pickett spins, bobs, weaves. Here's a shot by Trevor Harvey. Air ball, rebound, Joyner. He puts it up, no good. Fallows puts it back up and scores. He's got all 5 Florida State points. Pickett guarded by Howard, 2 of the league's best. Goes baseline, lays up the shot, scores. Pickett took Howard to the paint, and we're up 11, 25 to 14.
Down by 11, the league champs began to find the hoop.
Here they go again. 2 on 2. Downey takes the middle, dishes to the left. Gray in transition, 3 ball. He got it to go.
The Deeks scored 11 straight to knock the score.
The rebound is won by Gray. Entry pass in low. Levy shot no good. Tipped up and in. Howard with a left hand. We're tied at 25.
But FSU wasn't intimidated.
Here's Howard. Picked the pocket by Pickett. Goes down the court on Levy. Thumbs Bob Weave. Layers it up and scores. What a play by Pickett.
With timely scoring and some good defense, FSU headed to the locker room up by 1. Florida State began the second half as it ended the first, on the attack.
State goes to the left side to Richardson, out to Pickett. Long jumper good. The three is in. It's a 3-on-1 break. A lob to Richardson and a dunk off the feet from Galloway.
And now the Deacs have found out that Florida State's not going away.
Skip Prosser kept his team calm, and the Deacs turned up the volume.
The bounce to the right wing, Howard. Going to drive baseline, floating 7-footer. Good for Howard. And he's got 11. Baseline move. A couple of fakes up for the lay-in. Got it. Jump shot. Zip. Long three on the way down. He good.
The Noles played valiantly, but came up short. For Howard and the Deacs, it was on to the semis. But Florida State had shown them that the ACC tournament is a whole new season.
Just guys that didn't get a chance to play you good in the regular season, getting their second chance and actually shining and doing the things that they could have done in the regular season. It's like a big show, and everybody gets a chance to showcase their talent.
1, 2, 3, play on! Let's go! Yeah! Let's go, Bosh! Come on now!
Battling for the right to play Wake, Georgia Tech and NC State took the floor for Game 2.
Hey, let's go, man. 1, 2, 3, go!
NC State sophomore sensations Julius Hodge and Josh Powell got off to a fast start against Tech.
Here's Crawford, lobs it inside for Powell, who lays it up and in.
Now here's Hodge against Muhammad with 15 to shoot. Behind the back, through the legs, pumps in the jump shot. Julius stops, shoots, two-pointer, no three, says Duke Edsel.
Now to Jack on the right side to Muhammad, underneath to Elder. Elder puts it up, blocked away by Powell, loose in the lane. Watkins has got it for State.
But Tech had some flash and brawn of their own.
Elder works his way back down the lane, pushed it up and in with a right hand. State by 3 with the basketball. Hodge on the drive. Get it out of here. Get it out.
Chipping away at an early Wolfpack lead, the Jackets closed the gap to 2.
3:19 remaining. Here's Tarver, down low to Nelson. Fadeaway jumper, right baseline, got it.
NC State, though, continued to bang away.
Sherrill gets it away to Crawford. Crawford will drive to the hole. Left-hand layup rolls off, jammed in by Powell. Ahead to Crawford. Long pass right wing to an open Sherrill who fires for 3. Bullseye, Scooter Sherrill.
With a second to go in the half, Clifford Crawford swished to Trey. And the Pack were flying high at the break, up by 9.
Pass to Crawford, he'll fire a 3, got it! At the horn, it's good! And the Pack's going to the locker room with a 34-25 lead.
Of course, as any diehard ACC fan knows, a 9-point lead is nothing in an ACC tournament game. One play at a time, Tech closed the gap.
Now out of the point to B.J. Elder. Elder starting to drive against Crawford. Bounce pass in low to Bosh. What a pass, and Bosh jams it. Lewis drives around Sherrill, up for a 15-footer, got it.
Now to Jarrett. Looking for Bosh. He'll go all the way to the goal. Layup good. Jarrett Jack. Ismail going back to the goal. Reversed it up and in.
And with a Marvin Lewis reverse layup, the Jackets took the lead.
Tech's pulled to within 1. They can take the lead this time down. Here's Muhammad, right baseline, underneath the Lewis, reverse layup, got it over Melvin.
We can do this. Defense.
Marcus Melvin ended the Tech run with a jump shot.
Tech has really extended the man-to-man. Hodge on the drive. Taken away by Jack. Jarrett saved it on the Wolfpack turnover. He'll lob. Muhammad, layup good.
But the Ramblin' Wreck answered with another score. Then momentum swung back towards State, and Tech turned cold.
Lewis still deep left, away to Jack on the right wing. Jack behind the arc on top to Brooks, fires a jump shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound fought for, and it's taken away from Brooks by Scooter Sherrill.
Here's Crawford off a screen. They try to go back to Melvin. Here's Betterman bouncing to him. Two-pointer off the left baseline, good, and State back in front.
Now away to Marvin Lewis, to Jack. Jack drives the lane, hangs, fires, misses badly. Rebound, Marcus Melvin. 3 on the way, right wing, it's short. Rebound, Benjamin back up, can't get it. Tips in his own miss.
You better get back on defense, though, instead of celebrating, because Georgia Tech will run it right up your back.
Down low, here's Powell, burrowing in on Muhammad. Put it up, score. Josh Powell.
Marcus Melvin's three-pointer nailed the game for State. It was time to party. The Pack had a date with Wake in the conference semifinals in a rematch of their regular season finale, played 7 days earlier.
We played Wake Forest last week, so I think the preparation for both of us will probably be maybe a little bit further along than if we would have played them a while back. So hopefully some of the things that we worked on will stick with our guys.
2 games gone and 2 to go on quarterfinal Friday. Time to check in with some fair and impartial spectators.
See, I want Carolina to beat them all. I'm not partial. Just beat them all.
You might as well mail in the results. Tonight, Maryland in the championship wins the whole thing, goes on to defend its national championship. That's all I got to say.
Oh, just go to the Dean Dome and look at the banners, and they speak for themselves.
You see the banners at the Dean Dome, questions all answered. Questions will be answered.
That's all you have to know.
The next contest pits second-seeded Maryland against seventh-seeded Carolina. Any predictions?
Prepare for a loss. Prepare for a loss.
You got to fear the turtle. That's all there is to it.
It's going to be a fun game today. That home court advantage we got, you know what I'm saying? Not just about everybody here rooting for us, so it's going to be good. Great atmosphere.
Go Heels! Big Terps!
Maryland, the defending national champions, had little trouble against North Carolina during the regular season.
Come on, man, let's go. 1 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Maryland, the last time they beat North Carolina, Chris, waxed them by 40 points at Comcast Center, the biggest margin of victory in the history of the series between the two teams. And then you win by 15 down at Chapel Hill. Do you wipe those 2 games off entirely?
Hey, white and blue, congratulations on great years, guys. Let's have fun tonight.
Of course, the ACC tournament always begins with a blank slate. But when the game began, the Terps took up right where they had left off.
Don Lewis goes to Holden, backing in, fakes right, goes left, little kind of a jump hook shot on the baseline, and it's 2-0 Maryland. Cross-court pass goes to Cater Medley. Great pass by Blake, and a heck of a finish by the freshman from Maine. Here's Williams against Holden. Williams puts the ball to the floor, loses it. Maryland's up with yet another turnover. Blake goes inside, wrap-around pass, layup is good by McCall from the weak side.
Down by 10 early, the Tar Heels began to play catch-up.
Here's Jawad Williams for 3, and he knocks it down. Felton tries to get into the top of the key, does. All the way, shot, good. Ball knocked away, Noel saved it. Here's Melvin Scott for 3, good.
3 jump shots later, Carolina had closed the gap to 1. The Terps responded with 3 straight scores of their own.
Left side to McCall. Flicks inside to Blake. Hits him with a pass. Got past Felton. Reverse layup is good. Quickly into forecourt. Crosses to the right side in front of the Carolina bench. Garrison wide open. His jumper good from outside.
And Maryland was up 7. Maryland kept hold of the momentum. And halfway through the first period, stretched the lead to 9.
Clock is down to 5, 4, 3. Here's Gilchrist for, oh, he banked it in off the glass just as the shot clock was about to expire.
But just when the Terps thought it was safe, back came the Heels.
The bounce pass comes to Nicholas, runs into the double team, whips a cross-court pass to Kenner Medley. Shot from the wing, no good. Long rebound captured by Noel. Here come the Heels on the run, trying to get back in it. Off to Jawad Williams, driving layup is good, and he's fouled. And Gary Williams is beside himself. He's about to blow a gasket.
The demons of the regular season behind them, Carolina snatched the lead.
lofted baseline to Nicholas. Nicholas swatted away by Williams.
The first 20 minutes were fast and furious.
McCall's got it. Ahead to Nicholas. Easy layup. Here's Felton off the baseline. Up off the glass. It's good. Turn. Shoots. Scores. Nicholas will shoot the range jumper. Three-pointer. Got it. Down low it goes to Smith. Turn around off the glass. Got it. Top of the key. We'll give it to Scott. Shooting. Good.
When the smoke had cleared, Maryland clung to a 4-point halftime lead. The second half began, and Maryland coach Gary Williams had a true battle on his hands.
Stops, cross-court pass to Kaner Medley. Sets, wide open jumper. It's no good. He's 0 for 2 to begin the half.
Here come the Terps on the run. Cross-court to Nicholas. Wide open on the left. Couldn't get it to go. It rimmed out.
A Rashad McCants bucket gave the Heels the lead, but then the Terps took it right back.
Blake has the rebound. Shoots it ahead to McCall. Nobody back, and McCall lays it in. Jams it home with a right hand. Pass to Calvin McCall. Cross-court it goes to Blake. Fires the three from the corner. Yes.
46-43 with just under 13 minutes to play. Blake goes down the right side for the Terrapins. Now the alley-oop and the drop in by Jamar Smith on the left side.
And then down by 5, Carolina hit a zone.
Williams nearly lost it, recovered, pushes it back out to Felton. Long three, good. 53-50, Raymond Felton. 53-52. Felton on the drive. Out to Scott. Here's his three. Good! Melvin Scott hits his 4th three of the game. It's 56-52, and Gary Williams says, timeout.
McCants down the right side. Jump pass to Melvin Scott. Scott in between the circles, being chased by Blake. Out front jumper, three-pointer, good by Felton again. My goodness.
Down by 12 and running out of time, Maryland put the press on the Heels.
McCants on the far side is double teamed, almost stolen. And McCall picks it off at the other end. Great leaping grab by McCall into Blake. Blake had it knocked out of his hands on the far sideline. He'll go in the paint, wrap around pass, hold it, layup is good.
But Carolina kept their cool and hit some big shots.
Now to Felton in the midcourt area. Felton will go right down the middle, gets it away to Juwan Williams, and he scores on the layup.
Perhaps it's best to say it just wasn't Maryland's day.
Kaner Medley with a knock, a steal, and Nicholas lost the ball out of his hands.
Or that the night belonged to Carolina, who sailed into the semis. Could Carolina go all the way and win the tournament crown?
I think anybody that wins today has a good chance to win the tournament because you gain confidence, you gain emotion, and I think it's a legitimate chance to win. I think Carolina's playing their best basketball right now.
As if the building could stand any more excitement, there was still a game left to play. Friday's final contest featured Duke, winners of the last 4 ACC tournaments, against Pete Gillen's Virginia Cavaliers.
Let's go. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Win.
Both teams began the game in sharp form.
Daniel season opening darts down inside. The runner-up goes on a foul of the play.
Outside Devin Smith. Devin looking for Watson. The entry going to the block. Watson drop step. Shelden on his hip. Count the basket and one.
A Devin Smith tip gave the Hoos an early 5-point lead. Duke countered with 2 Daniel Ewing buckets.
Daniel all the way back to the front court. And a jumper from 3 is good. Daniel Ewing.
Ewing in the paint. The jumper from 14 will go. Ewing with 5 quick, and Duke has tied it at 14, our second tie.
The Cavs, Derek Byers hit from downtown.
Byers left for the 3. He got it. Derek Byers, the long 3.
Then the Devils hit twice from inside to tie the score.
Dahntay Jones got right around Travis. Goes up inside over Travis and got it.
Passes outside. JJ Reddick spins down inside. Pass over the head to Sanders for the 2-hand jam.
But Virginia kept the pressure on. With good board control, they took a 1-point lead into the locker room.
Billet open, free throw line. The jumper by Todd, in and out. The tip by Derek Byers. Oh, what a play by Derek with the right hand. Cavs lead by 1.
In the second half, the Cavaliers began making some nervous mistakes.
Baseline right, the lob and the steal. Jason Rogers got the ball, the lead. Travis Watson. Watson going to the hole, can't finish the layup.
Dropped down inside, stolen away by Shelden Williams. Hoops it back outside to Ewing. He comes into the paint, hanging right-hander is short. Maybe an air, but maybe tip. Horvath up and in. Nick Horvath giving the Blue Devils a little spark off the bench to make it an 8-point Duke lead now.
At the same time, Duke's Daniel Ewing flaunted a one-man assault on the bucket.
Yeah, he's got 14 now. He's really been the guy that's carrying Duke.
In the corner, Ewing. Ewing got free, penetrates and got by Watson, the layup good.
Watching alley-oop, Daniel Ewing, two-hand slam dunk.
The Devils' 16-4 run put them up by 12. But then UVA's Elton Brown got a hot hand.
Watson looking at it, 17 feet, sends it low. Elton, the drop step. Elton, the little baby hook. Elton Brown inside the fadeaway, and Elton makes the pivot, the spin, and the fadeaway.
Fortunately for Duke fans, Ewing was still the man. The Devils were simply too much for the Hoos. For the first time in 40 years, the ACC Tournament's Final Four featured all 4 North Carolina universities.
It's great, and the people in Greensboro would support it no matter what, but having 4 North Carolina schools will make it very special.
But first, there's got to be some tailgating, which to Greensboro people on Saturday is something pretty special, too. If you're a die-hard tailgater, you're there for the gathering. And, of course, for the food.
We have a little ribeye, cooked, smoked.
We've been doing this for 10 years. Hey. We go through the smoking section, we haven't paid once.
The pecan wood chips, that makes it all, man.
Not to mention the priceless chatter.
But we're happy with any of the teams in the finals, plus Wake.
Wake and anybody. Wake and anybody?
Wake minus anybody, we're happy with it.
I've always wanted to be a cheerleader. Go, Wolfpack!
And all the lovely voices.
I'm a Carolina born, I'm a Carolina bred, and when I die, I'll be a Carolina dead. Woo! Go, Wolfpack!
Don't be fooled. Tailgaters are into family values.
They need to be raised right, although one of them turned out wrong. She's a state fan.
Don't take my picture. My wife doesn't know where I am this weekend. It's not good.
My ex-husband went to Clemson.
So you happy Clemson's out?
Yeah, and the ex-husband too.
But most of all, they are into basketball, and no one does it better than the ACC.
What's important is everybody gets together, we cook, we have fun, we have a good time, and great basketball.
Fellowship.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Time to go inside the Coliseum, where Wake Forest prepared for the first of Saturday's semifinal games. Their opponent, NC State, was also getting ready. The State-Wake ACC rivalry dates back to the 1954 Conference Championship game, when State won the first ACC tournament title.
Let's go, babe.
Both teams sprinted out of the starting gate.
Melvin swings it on the left side to Crawford. In low to Powell, who drives and jams.
On the left block, here's Williams going to make his move. Little 6-foot hook, going to be good for Williams.
Melvin on top with 3 to shoot. One dribble, fires, hit, hits. It's a 2 inside the arc for Marcus Melvin.
Here's a lob inside. Dana loose with a double flush. Great lob by the freshman Gray.
Passes inside. Ball is delivered to Scooter Sherrill outside to Melvin. Hits a three from the right corner.
Here's Wake to inbound. Gray goal up to his left. Looks first for Danielus. Instead to Howard. Left side three on the way. Zip. Ties the score at 10.
Throughout the first half, Wake's Josh Howard showed why he was the ACC Player of the Year.
Deep rebound to Gray. 2-on-1. Gray leaves it off for Howard. Scoop to the hoop. Got it.
Howard steps through a double team off the glass left side. Got it. Josh Howard with his 12th.
State played less than perfect. But some timely buckets kept them in the chase.
Stops. Feeds it to Melvin. Three on the way, right side. Got it. Marcus Melvin breaks the drought. 2-3 zone by Wake Forest. Sherrill left wing cross court skip pass to Hodge for three. Got it. Julius Hodge with 11 points.
At the half, the Wolfpack trailed by 4. Then in the second half, the Pack went to work.
Tries to flip it down low to Powell. Lost it outside. The ball goes to Melvin, who fires in a three.
Hodge back and forth off of a screen. Gonna fire, no. Give to the right side, Crawford. Crawford into the paint, pulls and fires. Jump shot, good. Boy, NC State's come out blistering hot. It's 41-39.
Julius Hodge landed a hoop, and State was off and strutting.
On top to Powell, backdoor cutter to Melvin, who jams.
Dazed by NC State's rally, Wake Forest lost concentration.
Downey left, goes into Danielus. Vitas heads toward the goal. Little three-footer. Gonna loop out. Rebound, NC State. Shots just not falling for the Deeks.
Danielus drives right baseline around Melvin. Cross-court skip pass to Downey for three. Buries it left corner.
The Deeks finally found some focus, but the Pack was on fire.
Crawford looking down low, and he finds Josh Powell on the block against Danielus. Flips it outside to Hodge. Fires a three in the hoop. It counts, and a foul.
And that's number 4 on Josh Howard.
To Melvin, inside Powell. Loops it down low to the left side across the lane. Back up top, down to the right side. Melvin for a three. Got it. Well, it's hard to beat a team when a team is shooting like this.
Late in the game, Wake made one last run.
Wake in the front court. They go to Howard. Josh into the lane. Spins. Couple of fakes up for the 4-footer. No good. Tipped it in.
Howard into the front court. Guarded by Hodge. Flips a pass to Downey. Downey drives around Sherrill. The whole easy layup. Got it.
But this slam by the Pack's Josh Powell rocked the house, and the Deeks were done. After the game, Wolfpack fans were praising head coach Herb Sendek, especially this fan. She's the coach's wife.
I'll do anything to help the Pack win the game. I support them all 100%. They're a great bunch of guys. They work very hard for their husband. They do a wonderful job.
It was more of a team effort. Everyone was in a groove. Everyone was making shots, getting rebounds, helping out on Howard, and we got it done.
I think we're coming together, and the chemistry and togetherness is what's getting us, to keep going forward.
Next up on semifinal Saturday, Carolina coming off its stunning win over Maryland, and number 3 Duke, now the top seeded team remaining in the tournament. Only 1 week before this matchup, Duke had lost to Carolina when Dahntay Jones's game-tying shot left his hand just after the final horn sounded. The Devils were out for revenge. But the Tar Heels had a new weapon. Their freshman phenom, Sean May, was dressed for his first game since injuring his foot several months earlier. But it was Duke who struck first. The Heels continued their precision long-distance shooting. Melvin Scott hit a 3 for UNC's first score. And Jawad Williams also connected from downtown.
Here's Felton dropping it to Williams. His outside shot is good for 3. Jawad Williams.
But Duke was netting their shots too.
Now left side, gets it to Reddick. Reddick takes it in the lane, puts up a runner that is no good. Rebounded by Sanders, and he goes up and gets the dunk.
With Duke up by 3, UNC unleashed the new weapon.
Now Felton will get by the defender to the top, passed it off to May, and he rolls it in over the top of the rim.
But although May paid immediate dividends, Duke still had the momentum. They also still had Daniel Ewing. The Tar Heels didn't play badly.
Pass picked up by Noel. Over to Williams in the air. The hanger short. Rebound Manuel in the paint. Kicks it back outside. Three-pointer for Felton is good.
May at the baseline right. Got triple team. Back to Felton. Back to May. Turns. Shoots off the baseline. A little too strong. Will Johnson recovers. Goes up for the shot and scores. Will Johnson with a good tough follow inside. 31-23.
It's just that Duke played better.
Gives it to the trailing Reddick. Long shot is good from almost in the Carolina bench area.
Dumps pass back out in the right corner. Duhon tries to curl inside. Can't. Backdoor pass. Dahntay Jones up and under with a reverse lay-in. And here's a ball knocked into the backcourt by Dockery. Runs it down underneath the basket. Lays it in.
Reddick trying to get into the lane. Jump pass back to Ewing. He drives right down the middle. Fingertip roll is good. 41-26. It's a 15-point Duke lead.
JJ comes out from underneath, gets it, turns, fires a 3. Bottom!
By the time the smoke cleared from the red-hot Devils shooting, Carolina was down by 21 at the half. The Tar Heels burst onto the second half the only way they could, shooting. Sometimes their aim was true.
McCants comes left, sees an opening down inside. The hanger over Dahntay Jones is good. Rashad McCants.
Here come the Tar Heels the other way. Off to Melvin Scott. Scott takes it in the lane, lays it up off the glass.
And sometimes it wasn't.
Here's Scott on the left side. Jump shot is no good. Off the front of the rim. Got the ball to McCants. McCants forces up a shot, no good. And it was saved by Sanders. Got it to Duhon. Duhon going front court. May trying to keep up. Duhon on the drive all the way, lays it up.
The Devils, in the meantime, kept pouring it on.
Ewing off the dribble, jumper, good. Outside, Ewing holds, gives down to Dahntay Jones, the left wing. He'll take Williams off the dribble. Two-hand slam dunk with authority.
Time ran out on Carolina, but with a talented core of young players, they are a team of the future. But for Duke fans, there was no time like the present. Their team was on its way to the ACC Tournament final. For the second consecutive year, NC State would play Duke for the right to hoist the ACC trophy.
With the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament on the line, number 3 Duke and number 4 NC State go head-to-head here in the Greensboro Coliseum this afternoon.
I figured he needed to see something up close. He needed to see him lose and be right on the floor.
Everybody needs a dream.
No, I'm a believer. I mean, no one thought we could do it. We won the ACC tournament. I think this team can do the same thing. They're playing well right now. They get this win today, and who knows what can happen.
Okay, but not everyone's a State believer.
Duke! It's number 1! We're going to win the 5th time!
Maybe it just depends on who you ask.
We're going to win by 10 points.
And a tough matchup it was from the start. Fittingly for Duke, Daniel Ewing, their leader all tournament long, scored the Devils' first points. Early in the game, the Devils showed flashes of the flair that characterized their 4 straight ACC championships.
Duhon uses Williams as a shield and gives it back to him on the screen and rolls. Slam dunk, Shelden. Williams whips it past to Ewing. Ewing near the left elbow, 2 to shoot. Ewing turns around, forces up a jumper, and got it at the end of the shot clock. Here's a steal by Dahntay Jones. Dahntay ahead of the back. Powell tries to catch him. Tomahawk dunk.
But they also revealed a more mortal side. There were some chinks in the Duke armor.
Duhon uses a Sanders screen, pulls up 3 on the way left to the key, way off the mark. Deep rebound comes to Marcus Melvin. 2-on-2 to Hodge. Hodge driving to the hole. He scoops it up high off the glass, and he got it.
Like any good team, NC State took advantage of the opening.
Takes his dribble to the left side, gives it off to Hodge, coming down inside with a runner up off the rim. No good. Powell is there for the stick back and a foul on the play.
If Duke's performance was slightly erratic, the Pack played stylish, confident basketball.
Marcus Melvin gets his first points of the ball game. Here's Hodge across the timeline on the dribble drive, behind the back dribble to get around Jones. Right wing to Crawford, open, fires for 3, got it. Loops it down to Williams, back to the basket on Watkins. It has the ball poked away from behind and stolen by Crawford. Bounce pass diagonally to the flying scooter Sherrill for the layup.
Down by 7 with 7 minutes to go in the half. Duke fired 3 straight from the perimeter. But State could play long ball too.
Now to Bennerman, right wing to Sherrill for 3, got it. Crawford near the timeline, middle of the floor. The high post to Marcus Melvin against Duhon. Left wing to Bennerman, 4 to shoot. Bennerman lost it on the dribble. Picked up by Melvin, fires a 3, got it!
The Pack ran off the court at halftime, up by 5. The Wolfpack began the second half the way they had ended the first, on the attack.
Powell drives around him to the hole, puts it up, missed the shot, gets his own rebound on the left block, back up and in.
And no one in white and blue could stop the red-hot Josh Powell.
Melvin drives around Jones to the hole, finger rolls it up, missed it, tapped in by Josh Powell. Lob pass inside for Powell, catches, puts it up, good, the foul.
Powell connected for a 3 with less than 12 minutes to go, and the Pack lead had stretched to 15. With its string of 4 straight titles on the line, the Devils needed a hero. Enter JJ Reddick, freshman Devil with a hot hand. Reddick was quite simply on fire. State was still ahead, but there were warning signs on the horizon. For one thing, Josh Powell, Julius Hodge, and Clifford Crawford were all in foul trouble. In addition, the Devils, who had been off the mark at times, were beginning to hit shots.
63-55 with 6:44 to play. Throw goes right side to Dockery. Back around the horn, Duhon to Jones. Dahntay's 3 is good.
Then there was the problem of JJ Reddick, who was unstoppable.
JJ Reddick curls for the 3, bottoms! JJ's third 3 of the half, 4th of the ball game.
Herb Sendek tried to stop the Pack leading, but the Devils were moving in for the kill. Reddick's 5th 3 of the game put the Devils up by 6 with just over a minute remaining.
Reddick takes a step back, fires a 3, and
NC State, which had played dominant ball for much of the game, could only watch as Duke barreled to its 5th straight title. The Blue Devils, a young team, had turned in a stunning performance in the title game to beat Sendek's talented Wolfpack.
And they gave us a great game. They're a great team. They have some great players, and they have a great coach. And they really gave us a game. And I mean, it could have easily, been their day to day.
For JJ Reddick, the final was a boyhood dream come true.
It is the type of game, and to have it happen in the ACC Championship is just unbelievable.
And for Coach K, the 2003 tournament trophy might have been the sweetest of them all.
I saw kids grow here, to amazing levels. And of course, we were down by a lot in the second half against an incredible NC State team. So to see these youngsters respond to that type of pressure was makes you young again.
For 50 years, the ACC tournament has brought that feeling of eternal youth to millions. Those who win can revel in the swells of victory, and those who don't can take comfort in the hope that there will be another day, another year, and another tournament that might belong to them.